All right, Ian. We've talked about WADA before. We've talked about heritage auctions.
We have
taken over the collecting landscape the past 2 years and really like 5 months. Really, it's like the start of like 2019. It's like it's been like a decade. There's been lots of stuff that's made the news. Big record-breaking sales of things. Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario 3, and all this other stuff. You know, Pawn Star appearances a few times of these graded games, and I've commented on the articles in the past. Some are irresponsible in terms of talking about is it a gold rush? The sky's the limit. Can't fail. It's the Dogecoin of collecting, basically. To the moon, but games. So along the way, I said, I can respect seal collecting to a point. I don't totally understand it, but I did bid on some stuff now and then, Ian.
Yes.
I publicly said, I bid on like Alien 3, I almost won. I was like the second highest bidder on a few games here and there. Nothing crazy. And then like the beginning of I guess it was in March, there was an auction. I don't do this every week. Every 5 or 6 weeks, I'll just see what's there. And I bid on a few things. Not a huge amount of money. And then nothing happens. And then I checked an email about 3.5 weeks after one of these auctions ended. And I didn't know the auction ended, but I checked like one of my, I guess, spam emails. We all have a spam email. And it said, hey, you won something and your payment's not overdue. I'm like, what? What? So I go to the site and I'm like looking around. I'm like, what? I bought something? What? And there was a statement to buy that I bought something, and I was already assessed a late fee because I didn't pay it within a week on top of it, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I couldn't even remember what I had bid on that I wanted to win. That's how I'll just throw out some bids. And I'll see what happens. So I paid for the item with the late fee and with shipping, and then it shipped about a month later, and I got it. And you want to see what I got?
Yeah, I do.
And it's absolutely ridiculous what I got.
See what you got.
With the fees, with the late fee. Sorry, yeah, it was interest I paid. I paid $7.61 of interest, not a late fee.
Interest.
My invoice with it was $253.82. That included the shipping was about $20, $25 or so, and then you have the 20% fee. So I think I bid around $210 on this, something like that, and I won it. I'm almost embarrassed what I won. It's not an NES game, and I thought I was bidding on an NES game. I now hold, which could be the best condition one, because I looked, Winter Games on the 2600.
Love that game, but not the 2600 version. Definitely love the the Apple version of that.
1985. I remember playing this on my friends. Not on this. I played the Commodore version, Winter or Summer Games.
Sure.
So I bid on this, I think, thinking it was the NES one, because the NES one's hard to find in the box. That's always the one I would say there was always a sealed collector couldn't find Winter Games sealed. Not that it went for only that amount of money. I was like, okay, I'll throw a bid out. I probably threw out a bid of like $700. Thank God this wasn't bid up more, because I probably thought the NES game, I'll bid up like $700. Thank fucking God. So we're talking about a month to arrive. It was I'll say this. This isn't a Heritage Auctions ad. It was packed better than it should have been. This is already in a protective case. This was
I don't think anyone's going to mistake anything we say as an ad for Heritage Auctions.
I'll give you the facts. It was
just the facts, man.
Multi bubble wrapped, Ian. I mean, like several inches of bubble wrap in a box, and then that was put in another box. Because when it showed up, this thing showed up at my doorstep. I didn't know what package it was. Mm-hmm. It was like a I don't know 4-foot box, 3.5-foot box. I was like, what the hell is this? It was Winter Games for the 2600. 9.4 Ian, A++ seal, 1984 black box, flip top lid, no country. So this was pulled from a shipping case, likely. But what's interesting about this, Ian, it also came in a baggie because some people don't want get smudge fingers on it. Whatever. It has the lot on this. There was also a thing. There was also a slip to make sure that everything's in the like a shipping form to make sure everything was there. But what's interesting about this case, because we have a couple of them, the game is not secure.
No.
It goes back and forth.
Yeah,
This is not good.
That's a bad.
That's not on Heritage Auctions. This is on WADA.
That's bad.
So this was then for an oversized game, because an NES game was smaller than this.
Yes.
I guess they don't have a custom 2600 box. That's bad.
Yeah, the fact that it's not being held in there,
Let me show you.
it tells me that this isn't about preservation.
That's not good.
This is about preservation. This would not be sliding around in here.
So this is an NES game, not sealed. This when WADA first started, I guess they wanted to ingratiate with me and Ian. Ian got a DuckTales complete in box, and I was given a Golgo 13 complete in box. These are secured. They're not really moving that much.
Yeah.
In here.
Now those are in place.
These are in place with like a little plastic thing on the back, I guess, to hold it in. There's a plastic thing above it. Yeah, it slipped into a plastic piece. This does not have that. So if you compare the sizes, I just think it's funny that I was given this because I actually own this sealed. This is not a sealed copy that's WADA graded. So anyway, so yeah, I bought this by accident, but I could not find one that was also a 9.4 on either eBay or on the Heritage Auctions itself and past auctions. So yeah, I got it, and I don't know what to do with it now. It's silly as fuck. It's silly that I got the wrong item. But it's also silly that, it was also silly I was assessed a $7.61 late interest fee because I didn't pay within a week. Come on, Heritage. Come on. You're already taking 20% on top, buyer's fee. Really? Plus the shipping. My God. But at least it was packed well. Yeah, I'll put it out front here. Yeah, it was a weird experience. I'm not happy or sad I got it. It's just like, now that I got it,
it's just a thing.
It's a encased tomb trinket. Are you looking at the thing in the back?
The rating. The rating is 2 joysticks and 1 thinker, which means that it's mostly action, but there's still a little strategy.
I should sell my Golgo 13 one here that was given us. You still have your DuckTales one?
Yeah.
So alongside the actual game came with the little contact sheet of all their specialists. Mm-hmm. You're talking like modern contemporary art, jewelry, coins. And it's funny, almost every other historical manuscripts, illustration art, there's like several comics, at least several experts for each. Mm-hmm. For video games, it's the one person we brought up before, Valerie McLeckley. That's the one specialist they have because it shows how new it is and how, they might be pulling stuff out of their butts potentially. But everything else, there's a bunch, like Americana and political stuff, Civil War, military stuff, arms and armor, tons of people. They also sent a collector's handbook of like all their major stuff to gussy you up and tell you about, like investment stuff.
To gussy you up?
Well, I mean, like selling your collection, evaluating your collection, estate planning for your collection. A lot of these markets like art and coins stuff, you got to have money. You're diversifying really. Oh, cool. A 1792 copper dollar. You know what? There's no video game section in here.
Oh, wow.
You know why? It's too new and it's not really established.
Yeah.
I was flipping through. I'm like, yeah, I see. Oh, there's Mickey Mantle's famous 52 card. You've probably even seen that Mickey Mantle card before. There's not a lot in here. You got Mickey Mantle like rookie. You got I've seen this coin before. I've seen that Liberty coin before. You've seen that before. Yeah. That picture. I don't see. Oh, Muhammad Ali's gloves when he fought and beat Sonny Liston. Yeah, that's an awesome thing to have. There's no video games in here that I can see. The first Great Gatsby is in here, not Little Prince. Captain America #1 punching out Hitler. I just think it's interesting that if you had a wedge of video games into here, it would be alongside like old ass coins, fine watches, and like Norman Rockwell paintings. And things like that. I just think it's interesting, but they probably send it out to everyone.
Yeah,
I was on their mailing list before, even before I won this. I was on their mailing list for upcoming auctions. I didn't know how. They was like, because I registered a bid and I need your address. Probably that's probably how.
Sure.
But anyway, yeah, that's my story. Should I feel shame that I got this, or just like
I don't know? It's weird.
There might be. I
don't know that you should feel shame.
I was just shocked.
It's a strange thing
I honestly
that you did.
Like, I got a weird feeling when I saw that I won something. I didn't know what I won. I was just like, "This could be good or weird," or because I only bet I only bid on strange shit that most people won't want. That's still like kind of weird and rare, like that. If it was the NES one, it's like, oh, it's a rare game to find that, but no one really wants it. It's not gonna be everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna bid on the shit that I know is gonna go for a lot of money. So, but there was other bidders. There was other bidders on that, and I got it. So anyone out there, I'll flip it. Whatever. If anyone wants the best graded sealed winter games on the market, by the way, before I even paid for it, I could have sold it on Heritage Auction site. The offer to sell it was already there.
You can buy it and just put it back up, like reset, like.
So the interest thing is almost
relist.
like a credit thing for having it on the store almost. That's the way I think they're running it. So it's almost like, Ian, I can gamble and buy an expensive game, don't have to pay for it, and then can flip it to someone else to buy.
I see. Very weird.
See how this gets kind of murky about who's actually putting money in here?
Yeah.
A little Dogecoiny, a little bit.
A little coiny.
A little crypto-ish.
A little crypto-y.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. It was a weird experience. I'm like happy I went through it once. The interest thing is really weird. Come on, man. That's really weird.
That is strange.
Come on, man. Or at least just charge me how about just charge me the buyer's premium that don't send until I pay the rest. Just do that. That's a little weak. The $7 was weak. Imagine if it was a game for like 20 grand. It would have been hundreds of dollars. Pat math on it. So anyway, yeah, I won it on 3/16, and my invoice was due a week later. A week I had to pay for it. I didn't realize it, and I paid for it 2 weeks later. That's what happened. So yeah, so it was like a little over a month it took to arrive. All right, well there it is, Ian.
There it is.
Shame. You're going to be the shame lady from Game of Thrones with the bell. Shame. I'll put it back in here. I'll bring it to conventions. You all can look at. Yeah, but WADA.
Yeah, bring it to convention.
But WADA, this is not secure, buddies. This is not secure at all. I don't need to get an email about it, but like, come on, man. So put some respect on these Atari games right here. So, all right. That wasn't too painful.